Why does loneliness make you feel like you are going a little strange? You sit in a room full of your own thoughts, and slowly, the edges of reality seem to soften. Small things start to feel enormous. And the lonelier you get, the harder it is to tell which parts of that are true, and which parts your mind has quietly invented. There are two ways loneliness makes you weird, and they are not the same. The first is being out of touch. When you miss the rhythms of social life, you forget how to move inside them. You speak at the wrong time, laugh at the wrong moment, and people can feel the distance. That is the weirdness of rust. But the second kind is stranger. When you do not receive enough love, the smallest gestures start to mean everything. A kind word from a stranger stays with you for days. A tiny kindness feels like proof that you matter. And because you are so hungry for it, you begin to read meanings into people that were never there. That is the weirdness of starvation, and it is also the beginning of delusion. Aristotle saw this coming, in a way. In his Politics, he wrote that man is by nature a political animal, meaning a creature of the city, built to live among others. Someone who needs no society, he said, is either a beast or a god. Think about that for a moment. A beast lives alone. A god needs nothing. You and I are neither. We are built for the middle ground, where other people are not a luxury, but a requirement. And in the Nicomachean Ethics, Aristotle went further. Without friends, he argued, no one would choose to live, even if they had every other good. Not wealth, not honor, not pleasure. Friendship is the thing that makes a life worth having at all, which is a strange claim from a man who spent his life thinking. But it tells you how deeply he believed that our minds are wired to other minds. 3 centuries later, Donne wrote the same truth in a poem. No man is an island, entire of itself. Every man is a piece of the continent, a part of the main. And he warned that any man's death diminishes us, because we are all involved in mankind. When you isolate yourself, you are not protecting yourself. You are cutting a limb off the whole and pretending it can live on its own. Modern science has found the mechanism Aristotle and Donne could only describe. The psychologist John Cacioppo studied loneliness for decades, and his research showed that lonely people become hypervigilant. They scan for social threat so carefully that they start to see it where it is not. A neutral glance becomes a rejection. A pause becomes a judgment. And the same hunger that makes a small kindness feel huge also makes an ordinary moment feel like evidence. That is the delusion. Your brain is not lying to you on purpose. It is a starving animal, seeing food in every shadow. So what is the answer? Not pure solitude. Schopenhauer told the story of porcupines on a cold winter night. They huddle together for warmth, then prick each other and pull apart, then come back again, learning to keep the right distance. Solitude has its place. Epicurus, who taught that friendship is one of the greatest goods, still built a garden where his friends lived beside him. Even the philosophers who loved their own company built their lives around other people. So the strange feeling you have is not weakness, and it is not a flaw in you. It is a signal, like hunger or thirst, telling you that something essential is missing. Solitude is good, in the right dose. It is where you think, and rest, and become yourself. But you are a social creature living in a society, and the evidence is overwhelming. You were never meant to carry the whole weight alone. So do the small thing. Call someone. Sit with someone. Let a friend's ordinary kindness be enough. You are not broken for wanting it. You are human, and that is the whole point.